for that. And do check out my grammar hacks. So I put some word frequency grammar hacks for people so they can raise their vibration and raise their frequency with the words you use, because it's really critical right now when we're online and we have all these BOTs and social media and stuff picking up, AI picking up on all the words you input. It matters. It's a mirror of us in so many ways, you guys. So yeah, and the reason I know is because I'm an educator, so I've had to study about it and learn about it. So there we go. All right, so this is our water signs. This is going to be our water sign. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And I am a Cancer rising, which means that's like my outward appearance, like the first impression you make on people is more of a Cancer, even though I'm a Sagittarius sun with a Capricorn moon. So there you go. I got a little fire, earth, and water combined. All right. On my channel, I have a short video about sun, moon, and rising and how you can find it out and how it describes your personality better than just your sun sign, because sun sign is just a teeny little fraction of who you are. So do go check that out on my channel if you feel so inclined. All right. This is going to be a general Celtic cross spread for water signs for the upcoming week. I'm Kat. This is Tarot with Kat. Welcome. All right. We are... I don't want to do that. I don't usually do that. I usually don't take the top card like that. Let me do this. This is what I have shuffled it quite a bit. But, okay. That's the card. That's the card. Queen of Pentacles. Cool. We're being crossed as our challenge, obstacle awareness by 8 wands. Some swift action. In our subconscious tool shed, strength, the 8th major arcana. In our immediate past, we're stepping out of 5 Pentacles situation. I just spent the last reading talking about the backward suck of the 5 energy. And that was last year. That was 2025, you guys. Think about it. 2 plus 2 plus 5 is 9. End of a cycle. Really, yeah, a lot of 5 energy. And then in our crown, we got the 7 wands. That's cool. We got 8 wands and 7 wands in the crown. 8 crossing us and 8 in our subconscious tool shed, and then 7 in our crown. Stepping into the immediate future, 3 cups for water signs. Beautiful. Water signs in their environment are feeling this Emperor. It's good to be the king. The Emperor is all 4 kings combined, and we're feeling that. Okay, air signs are feeling the Emperor in their environment this week. In our environment around us, or sometimes it's the way your environment sees you. Ace of Swords. Cool. That's cool. You're awesome. And then hopes and fears section. 2 Pentacles. Having to juggle things around. Having to have that balance. Trying to balance things out while you got all these stormy seas behind you. Final potential outcome. A 5. A 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords. We got that as our final potential outcome. And I say potential outcome because I do not predict the future. Everything always is a potential outcome. The future is not a preset destination we're traveling to. The future, there's multiple that are created at all times depending on our current thoughts, feelings, speech, right? So that's why this is a potential final outcome. All right, we're going to get one more card that will keep hidden until the end of the reading, and this will give us further clarification or confirmation of this spread. I did a special little back and forth, so we'll read it either upright or reversed. And it'll, give us further clarification. Well, I think it wants to be that one. We'll keep that hidden. Okay. All right, so here we go. We're going to go a little deeper into this water sign reading for the upcoming week. So, gosh, what is that? 6, 7, 8. Then this will be like the 9th through the 16th of February. All right. So being crossed by, oh, we're coming up as the Queen of Pentacles. She's beautiful. She's, Pentacles are health, wealth, finances, earth, and the cards are genderless. So just because you come up in the heart of your spread as the Queen, it doesn't mean that they're genderless. So Queen of Pentacles energy. Pentacles have to do with health, wealth, finances, and the Queens are the court cards in charge of healing the past. So I feel like you have the energy of addressing all those things of your past that kept you from being your healthiest, your wealthiest, or realizing abundance. And you're healing that now. Maybe you're addressing those feelings of lack and want that you grew up with, those false statements that you were fed. And you're fixing that now and you're healing it. That's the Queen of Pentacles energy is what you're coming up with, water signs in the heart of your spread this week. And you're being crossed by some swift action. 8 wands. Wands represent your passions and your desires and action. And so fire. Wands are fire. So I feel like you are healing stuff from your past and you're being challenged. It's an 8 and you got an 8 below you. So you're cool. You got this. You're bringing the 8 with you, which is very cool. 8 is strength. And this is a lot of swift stuff happening this week is going to be your challenge. And it's fine because look, you've got the 8 in your subconscious tool shed, strength. The 8th major arcana. And it is not brute strength. Notice she's not whipping the lion or anything. She's just leaning down and just by her pure love and will of spirit has the strength to have him open his mouth for her. That's strength. It's strength of strength of soul and spirit and conviction is the 8. And you're bringing that with you as part of you, as part of your, in your subconscious tool shed, so to speak. So that's awesome. You are stepping out of, in the immediate past, this 5 Pentacles feeling, the card of lack, the card of feeling left out, the card of feeling like, and this would be that scarcity mentality that you might have had that you're healing as the Queen of Pentacles. It's feeling like, gosh, everybody in the church is getting their warmth and their goodness, and what about me? I'm left out here in the cold. It's very important to remember you are not alone when you see this 5 of Pentacles, and that you are making forward progress, and that it is an abundant universe, and don't believe the stories of scarcity that you've been fed. It is an abundant universe. So you're stepping out of that, though. That's your immediate past. You were feeling like that. You've got the strength card now, and you've got things happening quickly to you now. In your crown, you've got this 7 wands here. 7 wands. So the 7s are associated with the Chariot, which is continuing your forward motion, continuing to press on so you can keep making progress. And with this wands, it's just little things coming at you from all angles that you're continuing to have to fight against or for. You notice that in the card, he's above it all. It's nothing you can't handle. You are strength. You've got the strength card, but that's what's up here in your crown, is having to continually battle and fight off these things that keep coming up. Some of these 8 wands that are coming at you. I feel like that's these 8 wands coming at you swiftly. So in your crown, you're like, I'm having all this stuff that I have to contend with, which may be what's leading to the 5 swords up here, which we'll get to in a minute, as your potential outcome. So this is good that we're getting this energetic warning right now. You're stepping into, in your immediate future, 3 cups. So networking, social networking. This is your little get-togethers. This is your TGIFs at work. I feel like you're going to be networking with people to make connections with people in your life, so that you're breaking free of this scarcity that you've experienced. Yeah, so that's in your immediate future. You're stepping into some of that, little social gatherings and stuff. And you and your environment are feeling very solid. very powerful. This is the Emperor. He is all 4 kings combined. He's the fourth major arcana. So the Fool comes and he meets the Magician, who gives him that spark of inspiration and shows him the tools that he's going to have to learn to use on his journey to achieve what he wants to achieve. And then he meets the High Priestess, who has God's laws and the rules and spirit and love and spirituality, and there's no secrets from her, and she's intuition and she's creativity, and that's also so important. And then he meets the Empress, who is about taking those things, that spiritual God and the tools, and putting it as a seed that's now starting to grow. And then he meets the Emperor, who lays down the rules and the structure and the laws and the stability. He is Aries energy, this Emperor. So you're feeling the Emperor. You're feeling very take command, take charge, solid in your environment this week. But it's a 4. You can't stay in the 4. You got the 3, but you're coming out of this 5 coins and you're facing a 5. You want to move beyond. You want to move beyond the 4s and 5s. We have to. So anyway, in your environment, you've got this Ace of Swords. That's beautiful. That's truth, triumph, communication, clear, swift communication, honesty. I feel like there's now it's an ace, so it's just the essence of the thing. So I think in this general spread, I just feel like you're going to be having a lot of things just really coming to light, truths coming to light in your environment this week. With you feeling this Emperor, things are just going to be, becoming clear and focus on clear communication. Now let's get to the rest of the staff here, though, because your hopes and fears section has this 2 pentacles, this juggling, this trying to balance out. Gosh, I wish I had a moderator. Okay, Joseph, why are you still on here? You should go away. I don't know how to do this, though. I don't know. Let's see. Excuse me, you guys. I just would love to hear your comments. So I don't like it when people clog up the comment section so I can't read other ones. That's the only reason I'm doing this. I'm lovingly and respectingly trying to boot this dude. No, I can't see it. I wish I was better at this, you guys. Oh, there we go. Hang on. Definitely not going to follow, but I can block. Okay. I've never blocked anybody before, you guys. That's my first block, and it's only because I want to be able to see other people's comments too. Thanks, Pixie. Thank you, Pixie. And I knew that would be inevitable. It's okay. I just, if you don't believe, that's my whole point about we create what we focus on. If he thinks this is so wrong, why is he feeding the bad dog? Why is he on here watching and all that stuff? He should just go focus on building what he believes in. Why is he here? I don't know. So one of the things of TikTok, I guess, hopes and fears section, you guys, was this 2 pentacles, and maybe this is fear of having to juggle these things. Okay. Yes, obviously it's a fear because you've got this swift action and you got all these things coming at you. So you're fearing having to do this juggling act, of course, and you're stepping out of that scarcity mentality, which feeling like the juggling act, that's still kind of being trapped in that energy, I think, of scarcity. I know I'm still experiencing it. I'm working hard at breaking free of that programming, but boy, is that programming strong, right? And so, thank you, Pixie. Thank you. Thank you, Pixie. Thank you very much. All right. Final potential outcome, which is, I think, a big warning for us, is this 5 swords right here. So here's that 5, backwards sucking energy. You're stepping out of a 5, feeling scarcity. And you are this Emperor. You're feeling so confident and secure in yourself. And you're wanting, truth in your environment with this Ace of Swords. You're in danger and you're going into these, Ooh, okay, so talk about setting the stage for Five Swords. You're stepping into your immediate future, the Three Cups of social networking, right? And connecting with little people. So your potential final outcome is Five Swords. And this is a negative card. It's a negative pull. It's arguments. It's having to be right and having everybody walk away feeling crappy because nobody saw each other's point of view and nobody, sometimes it's not about being right always. Would you rather be right, or would you rather, have peace? Or would you rather consider that you're both right, just coming from different angles, which is almost always what it is, but people can't understand that. And we've lost our empathy for one another to consider, okay, we are all, okay, here's one thing I've learned through the tarot, the Bible, the Torah, the Quran, the Bhagavad Gita, the I Ching. We are all so much more alike than different as far as our deep-seated wants, desires, fears, all of that. We're so much more alike. What motivates us? We've just been raised so differently. We've been raised to be tribal and separated on, we're getting beyond that. We're making improvement. We're making progress. It's getting better. We don't live in the Middle Ages anymore. It's so cool. And we've got this technology that can be such a blessing. As an educator, I teach my students that this stuff that we're using, and that's why I'm on here learning it, you guys. We throw our kids on it without even understanding it. It's like teaching a bunch of kids to swim when you haven't stuck a toe in the water. And so that's why I'm learning all this. And that's why I'm learning about AI and all that, because I'm helping hopefully to guide these students. And that's why I talk about this. So yeah, I went off on a bender bit. I went off on a tangent on that. But this Five of Swords is, we all have different perspectives. So sometimes it's about honoring perspectives and letting both people be right. And let's just keep working at it together, because, you have a point, I have a point. Let's just keep working together. So that's our potential final outcome. And it's only a potential, and I love it. It's not going to be our outcome because we have seen the energies, and because we are strength, and because, just be careful with that Emperor. He can be really hard. I'm a Cancer, so I'm paying attention to this too, because this is my rising sign. This is how I first come across to people. And now I'm taking this as a warning to me to be gentle, and or maybe even just be more quiet this week and observant this week, because these are the energies now, is what I would say, or how I would take it, because I don't want to come off initially and then have people walking away feeling like this. I don't want to do this to people. That's not my goal. So maybe this week I'm just more introspective and contemplative so that doesn't happen. What could our clarification? Okay, if this is the Four of Swords, the Hermit, the High Priestess, the Empress, I'll freak out. That would be something. I don't know. And we're going to read it upright or reversed. It'll give us further clarification or confirmation. What is it? Transformation, the Death card. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is a little weird, you guys. I don't know how many of you have been listening this whole time for all my readings, because I started at 8 a.m. I did fire, and then 8:30 is earth, and then 9 is air, and then it was supposed to be 9:30 water. I started a little early. I've had the Death card come up each one of those readings, and I thought, oh wow. I was sitting here in my mind thinking, wow, we haven't had the Death card yet. We haven't had the Transformation card yet. And then here it comes, Death. We have the Death card again, right side up, transformation. Absolutely. So I've explained this every reading. I'll explain the Death card again. And I'll ask you, if this is fun, if you're enjoying learning about this and these energies, I encourage you to go to my YouTube channel, Tarot with Kat. Hit subscribe. My first 500 subscribers are going to get their lifetime membership free. After I hit 500 and I open my members only area, it's going to be like $1 a month. to be a member. And that's where I'll do like more special reads, extended reads. Those of you who like popping comments in the questions, questions in the comments, I can pull cards for that and stuff like that. So if you pop over there and you hit subscribe, you'll get notified when these recordings drop on Monday mornings. But also, I have a video I made in October about the scariest cards in the tarot. The ones tarot readers hate when they come up in a spread. What do you mean there's death in my immediate future? What are you talking about? Okay, first of all, I rank the dark, scary cards, and death, surprisingly, you'd think it'd be number one, right? Nope. It's actually pretty far down the list as far as the scariest and why. So we got the death card, and the death card is a transformation. It's rarely a real death. It's a transformation. It's when you go through a change in life or experiences, and then so now your perspective has shifted and you're looking at things from a completely new perspective. You go through a transformation, and that is death. It's actually not a scary card. Now on this one, it looks dark. Okay, at least they made the sunrise really, really bright. That's a sun. He's going. I don't love this card as much as the traditional Rider-Waite because they made it a lot darker. It's a white horse, but it's very in shadow, so you can't tell it's that white. And the flag, it's the only dark black color on the Rider-Waite deck is a little bit of black in the flag, really. He's going between these two towers into a new day. That's the sunshine. You're riding into a sunrise. And then you've got these characters looking at death. You've got the priest who's pleading with death. You've got the woman who's lamenting. You've got an old man laying prostrate on the ground. You've got a kid who's looking at him kind of just curiously, right? The child. So we all go through these transformations in life, and it all depends. And that message it's all in how you look at it, what future you manifest after stepping through that portal, stepping through that transformation. And it keeps going. We go through lots of these. It keeps cycling. The energy keeps going. It never ends. That's the only constant in life, you guys. So, wow. Oh, I'm glad if that helped you look at things as well. Oh, that's so cool, you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for being on here. Mwah, mwah, mwah. So much love to you guys. I will be hopping on. I'll be looking at comments. I'll be getting back with people. I'll be sending likes. I'll be following people. I'll be sending love. I'll be hopping on to your lives if you were on here and all of that good stuff. And all of these readings are going to drop on my YouTube channel Monday morning, along with scriptural references as well. I hope you'll pop back in next week. And it was so good to see you guys and nice to meet you on here. Thank you, Pixie. I appreciate it so much. All right, I got to go sign off. My dog is missing me and my stomach is growling for breakfast. I haven't had breakfast yet. I will see you guys really soon. Thank you guys so much. And here we go again. How do we turn it off? I'll get here.